Bijan always won. That was his favorite thing. He drew a bird and showed it to Mickey. "Look at this bird. I win." Mickey showed her own bird. "You can't win at drawing birds, Bijan." But Bijan always won. At lunch, Bijan ate asparagus, which smelled funny. Jonah ate carrots. "I win." "You can't win at vegetables," Jonah cried. But Bijan said, "I always win." Bijan played dinosaurs with his friends. "I win again." "How do you win at dinosaurs?" "I always win." Roar! Bijan's friends weren't convinced. But Bijan wasn't worried. "I don't need anyone else. I always win." "I win," he said, as he played with his sister in the backyard. "I win again," he told the mirror as he brushed his teeth. "I always win," he murmured as he fell asleep. Bijan stomped the ground and breathed fire like a dragon. No one made the earth thunder the way he did. "I win!" he roared, but the other dragons had to deal with the flames. Bijan swam beneath the ocean. No one could dive as deep as he did, where the water turned dark and the fish had lights on their heads. "I win again," he burbled, but there was no one there to hear him. Bijan raced from cloud to cloud, flying like a bird. No one flew as high as him. No one jumped as far. "I win!" he shouted to the people down below. But the people couldn't hear him. They danced and smiled and played together without him. "I always win!" Bijan cried so loud the trees shook. But no one heard him. "I always win! I always win!" Bijan won at waking up and at breakfast the next morning when he left the marshmallows for last. Yes! Bijan even won at tying his shoes before he left for school. "I win." In music, Bijan played Hot Cross Buns on his recorder. "I win!" he shouted when he got every note right. But Mickey and Cam, who usually played with him, picked different seats. "I win!" he called again, but they were busy playing without him. "Want to paint with me?" he asked when he got to art. But Jonah said, "No, you always want to win." And Mira said, "You're no fun." So Bijan watched as Jonah painted a sunrise and Mira painted a lake, and they made a beautiful world between them. But all Bijan painted was a blob. Bijan played alone at recess. All around him, his classmates ran and jumped and smiled and laughed. And none of them worried about winning. More than anything, I want to win at being a friend. So when they practiced writing and Riley's pencil broke, Bijan offered one of his. "I guess you win," Riley said. But Bijan said, "You can't win at sharing pencils." And they sat and wrote together.